Heyo, what's up, everybody? Busy day, Friday. Happy Friday, happy Mother's Day weekend. It's supposed to be a pretty beautiful weekend, I think, across the Midwest. So if you live in the Midwest, happy beautiful weekend, and happy to all your mothers out there and grandmothers and everything else. Let's pack some stuff. Not a ton to pack, but let's just tell you what's selling right now on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and Depop. Sales everywhere. Hopefully you guys are having good sales, all that sort of stuff. Let me go over to eBay first. eBay first. I know we're on a little bit different time today, so I don't expect a lot of people in here live. What's up, Juliet? Amelia, good morning. Good morning. 11:10. Only doing one a day. Remember, just little sips. It's what I do. It's what I do. So we'll go ahead and do some eBay. What's new? What's in the news? We have a new pope. I'm not Catholic, but happy for, everyone that is. American pope. That's cool. What else is going on? Poshmark, no drama, at least in my neck of the woods. Poshmark. Depop, I'll show you what it looks like with Depop. Told you I've been boosting my sales on Depop. So we'll go to my seller hub. We'll go to sold, and I'll show you guys what it looks like from my end. So I can tell if I don't know why these are still on here. They're, look, 6 months old, 4 days old. Maybe I didn't. That's something new. Okay, I do need to get that one out. But yeah, boosted. You can see where it's boosted right there. So it tells me if it's a boosted sale. It just says right there. What is this? I need to find this. Men's charcoal shorts. Find those, size 32. Let me see if I can get those real quick. Hold on just a second. Size 32 charcoal shorts. Size 32 charcoal shorts. Okay. So these are in my, sorry, I'll get this off. Let me print this label, actually. These are in my tote with golf shorts that are not khaki. Not khaki. Get shipping label. So I have 3 totes of golf shorts. I have khaki, I have non-khaki, and I have pattern. So I have 3 totes of golf shorts. These were in the solid non-khaki golf shorts. These sold for what, like $18? I don't know. Did you guys see what those sold for? We'll get into those later. But yeah, boosted. That's what's going on. Sophia, what's up? Packing class. That's what we're doing. I almost did like a live listing where I show you guys what I'm listing, how I'm doing it, how quick I can do it, what I'm listing, all that sort of stuff. I just got to get the setup right. Somehow I got to get the setup because it's weird. Good morning. Nasty weather in Louisiana this week. Lots of listing getting done. Ooh, rainy season down there in Louisiana. I love New Orleans so much. New Orleans is like most unspoke of destination to travel. That's so fun. So good. What are you listing the Kobe's for? Okay. So the crazy thing is I just took pictures of this Kobe shirt and the shorts. This Kobe shirt, when I first went to the thrift store, I found those Kobe shorts. Look, they're like $35. Anytime I see anything Kobe for under $5, I'm picking it up. And then I saw this shirt, and I Google lensed it. Right away, I saw listed. I didn't look at any sold comps, so don't at me. But listings, 109, 110, 115, 99 for this exact shirt. $5, get my car. I don't, minimum, I don't know, $40. But I have no idea. But yeah, those Kobe shoes are pretty sick. The fly knit, I don't know. I don't know how much you do. It might just be a fun like auction. I don't know. Happy Friday. That's right. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. What's up, Danny? Surfs, not only Louisiana listener here. Let's go. I love Louisiana. Love New Orleans. Audra's from Louisiana, too. Love Cafe Du Monde near Jackson Square in New Orleans. I love Cafe Du Monde, too. I mean, just don't inhale when you eat it. That's the only rule, right? Cafe Du Monde. Love Jackson Square. I've probably been in New Orleans, I know it sounds crazy, but probably 6 or 7 times, something like that. pre-Katrina and then post-Katrina too, all combined. Love New Orleans. Unfortunately, it's right where that accident happened, or the tragedy happened. The Bourbon House restaurant's my favorite. I don't drink, but the Bourbon House, they have barbecue shrimp there that's delicious. Right there on Canal and Bourbon Street. K-Way stopped by and rated the Whatnot show last night. Cleared the rack over 600 in sales. Big time. Let's go. See, he can be nice. That's why I talked to him. He's a nice guy at heart. We'll be honest today. But yeah, good for K-Way helping the community out. What's up, Amy D's in the house? What's up? All right, let's get some of these orders out. Number one, Silver Tab khaki pants. I thought these were going to sell for more, but they didn't. Are they made in the USA? They're made in Hong Kong. So Silver Tab khaki cargo pants, excuse me. They sold for $30. I took a best offer. I've been sitting on those for a few months, and I just took a best offer. It is what it is. So you're going out priority. Yeah, priority. Okay. Sold a pair of men's size 12 Kobe mids purple that were absolutely beat. Knew they were like 400, sold for 60. Yeah, so Kobe's, even in really rough condition, will sell. Kobe's are just so sought after. I mean, obviously, but especially the older ones, they can go for a ton of money. Even beat up, really worn out. Whenever I find Kobe's at the thrift, almost always I get them. There's a few that I don't get. And I'm pretty sure Caitlin Clark, you guys know I'm obviously a Pacers fan, so I'm a Fever fan. Pretty sure Caitlin Clark's are going to be Kobe's, I think, because she's a huge Kobe fan. All right, next two items. Talk about these often. These are Peter Millar, and they have those clouds right there. Kind of hard to see, but those clouds right there. When I'm going through the racks, I see those clouds. I'm picking them up. I'm always on blue. I don't look for it, but on gray like this, I look for the T and ball marks. Didn't see them. These were $3.99 a piece. Someone bought both of them. $49.98. And they're size 31, which is a kind of awkward size, kind of weird size. If men's clothing, usually people go by even numbers when you're buying stuff. Been considering cross-listing on Depop. Seems like it would be good for my sports outdoor clothing niche. Yeah, I mean, it's just, if you already have the cross-lister, to me, you guys know I talk about it. I might as well just cross-list. So I had 2 sales on Depop because those Nike shorts, let's just say 18. We'll talk about what the sales were. So an extra 2 sales on Depop in the past 2 days. I'm fine with that. It's $20. $20 and $20. So $40, 10 into 40. So it's worth it. It's worth it. And I've sold Peter Millar plenty over there. Mercari too. I sold him Mercari. So I'm just going to continue to cross list onto those platforms. So I blocked the user on eBay. Yeah, let's go, Amy. For the first time today, ridiculous low offers on Polo Ralph Lauren, and then hit me up messages. Too many questions. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Yep. I don't even mess with those people. They're nitpicky. Everything else, when you ship it to them, they're almost happened so many times in my past. They're going to nitpick that item, want to return it, and say that it's not as described. Nope. Especially not on a $20 item. Nope. On a $100 item or so, I'll be more attentive to your questions. What is a Kobe? You know Kobe is. Come on now. Quick question. Yes. I'll call on you. Have you or anyone found fake Marnie women's sandals? I found a pair, but can't tell to see if they're fake or real. Look good quality. The only thing is I can't find the size. Okay. Sometimes the size is on the bottom. Obviously you probably check there. I don't know that much about Marnie. I found one sweater, but to me that seems like a brand that's probably not faked. Kaylee and I were actually talking the other day on the phone about this. A lot of these brands aren't faked. The brands that are faked are the brands that are really, really, really popular and with the masses. It's they have to put the time and money into faking them. Chanel, Gucci, Ferragamo, all those sort of things for shoes. I doubt they're fake, but yeah, I would just say they're probably not fake. That would be my answer to that. Sirs, do you put Polo Ralph Lauren even if the label just says Ralph Lauren? Yes. Yes. So many of the button shirts that I list just say Ralph Lauren with the blue tag. Those are actually Polo Ralph Lauren. In fact, I don't know. She's definitely probably not watching this, but Leslie, she's a huge Polo fan. She's on TikTok. And one time I was talking about Polo Ralph Lauren, and she was like, no, those are not Polo Ralph Lauren. I'm like, yes, they are. Go double check. She went to a Polo store in Chicago, and they confirmed it. It's Polo Ralph Lauren. So if it's Ralph Lauren and it's the button shirts, I put Polo Ralph Lauren. My sales last year to this point were better with only 200, 300 listings. I average 650 now. Last year, I posted 5 to 7 a day. Since September, I just list when I can as much as I can. Thinking about getting back to 5 to 7 a day and work towards 10 a day. I think that's a good idea. What's up, Chase Scott? It's been a minute. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of in the same. I'm trying to list as much as I can. I've been really good at it. What I would do is something manageable, 10 a day, even if it's throughout the course of the day. If you can get, 5 in the morning, 2 in at lunch, and then 3, it makes it a little bit easier. You don't have to sit out and be like, all right, I need to carve out. I don't know how you do. I do it from my phone, so I can, but you don't have to carve out like that 45 minutes. You can do it throughout the day. Kind of like what they say to do with walking. You don't have to do it all, get 10,000 steps in one session. You can do it throughout the day. But yeah, just list more, right? That's the thing. Kobe is money. Kobe is money. Andy's Mamba. What's up, Kathy? Isn't there a website that can help identify fakes? There is, Danny. I don't know that website. The only one I know is for check for brand like Kobe's and Kanye's, Yeezys. I don't even get Yeezys anymore. But yeah, places like that. All right, next item. If you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, I posted it this morning. This is a suit I had returned. I went to the post office yesterday morning because if you remember, Wednesday night, I packed late. Yesterday morning, Thursday morning, I dropped everything off. I picked these up. It was a return. It's a J. Crew suit. I relisted it when I got in my car. I opened the box, make sure everything was good. It was. And it sold overnight. So it sold within 24 hours of me relisting. So the point and moral of the story is if you're a new reseller, if you have a good item and it sells once, it will sell twice. So don't worry about that. This is going out priority, and it's going to go out in a shoebox. I had it going out ground. It was $1.50 more to do priority because it's going to Georgia from Indiana. And so I'm like, I'll pay $1.50 more and put it in a box that I don't have to pay for. It'll get there quicker. How's the thrifts been, Olivia? Actually, the thrifts have been pretty good. Pretty good recently. It's always ebbs and flows, but yesterday I filled my cart halfway. I took a photo of it and posted it on Facebook and Instagram. Always try to just post things also for new resellers too. You guys know I don't post like a bunch of drama stuff and crap like that. Every once in a while I'll post, but it's a teachable moment. But I filled up half my cart, took a photo, posted it, and then I stayed in that thrift store and I saw that they were putting new shoes out that morning too. So I loaded up with shoes. I got so much yesterday at this one thrift store. It was great. It was great. I'm up to 1,400. Ralph Black, I need to get on your level. I can't keep up. I mean, it's okay, but I need a Oliver. My bad, Oliver. What's up, Oliver? Yeah. I just need to bust out like 100 listings a day, right? I can tell you what I'm going to do later today. It's pretty nice out. I'm going to let my dog out. I'm going to sit on a chair while the dog's out, and I'm going to list. I took pictures of probably 30 or 40 items this morning. I'm just going to sit outside and list, and they're all similar. Like half of them are Peter Millar striped shirts. Those are going to take me no time to list. That's my stuff in priority. It's coming straight to you priority, Amy. So you better be ready to go. You better be ready to go for that. Always better be ready. I listed a Harley Davidson Retro 51 manufactured pre-owned pin set. That's a lot last night. And immediately sold for $29.99. We list and learn. Yeah, a lot of people, Shelby, which I know that name very well, my wife's name. A lot of people would be like, oh crap, did I list it too cheap or did I list it? Nah. If you bought it really cheap, sold it for 30, it's okay. Especially if the comps were there. Great. You got the sale. You had better pictures. But yeah, nice sale. So do you put 2XL or 2XL? Does it matter? It does. I usually do 2XL. The number 2 and then the letters XL is what I do. I doubt it matters because the eBay will filter also, or at least they'll generate it from your item specifics where you click on the tab 2XL. I put 2XL. I see some people when I do sell similar, they'll put XXL and 2XL. Sometimes I leave it like that. I put 2XL. I don't know if it helps your sales or not. I don't know. This is a K-Juice. Bought these retail arbitrage a while during the winter, and just selling these for $32.99. $32.99 new in the bag. Bought a whole bunch. List one. Get it, got it. Good. And it's going international. How about that? Use your code to try Nifty for free. Almost at the end of my week, and came to report that my sales conversion rate on eBay went from around 9% to 1.6% over the last 7 days. Thumbs up. Jenny, there you go. Yep. I mean, I literally, I'm not lying to you. I get messages often where people are like, hey, thank you for convincing me to promote my listings, or thank you for talking about Nifty. I was on the fence. I got it. And I've had like a lot more sales. So I really never want to come on here and tell people something that's not going to help them, because I don't want to be like, oh, my bad. You know, that's why I don't do paid courses or anything, because I feel guilty taking people's money and them not selling stuff or something. But yeah, that's good to hear. It's going to help your sales. There's no doubt in my mind. I mean, I've just been around too many people. I've seen it myself. So yeah, good for you. Thanks for using the code too. That helps. The channel. What do you think the impact of AI will be relisting? I feel like it will make listing process super easy. I do too, Oliver. I mean, I think Nifty has like an AI. I haven't tried it yet where it's, sorry, this keeps bothering me. Why isn't this? Okay. This is my little Wolf of Wall Street car. But I'm pretty sure you'll be able to take photos. Right now, I know you can take a photo of your item and it will put it on like an actual person. So like there'll be someone like, yeah, you can use my model. You can use my face and body as a model. It's like a girl in a street and it will just put it on her. So that's one thing. I think you'll be able to just take one picture of an item and it'll probably figure out the length and everything right then and there, all in one picture. I'm sure there's even stuff out there like that. But yeah, AI is going to help more and more and more. I mean, it helps on Nifty already. eBay needs to give more than 80 characters for the title. Need room for keywords. Danny, there you go. You're a keyword warrior. I don't use a ton of keywords. I'm not the best at the keyword stuff. I do a lot of sell similar, so I'll steal people's keywords. But yeah, I don't know. That's something to mention to eBay. They tried to listen. They just had their summer check-in. They're having their, what do they call that? Their annual whatever, like annual meetup is not going to be virtual this year. It's going to be in Vegas. And that's in August. So that's something people you can write that off too, guys, as a work trip. But yeah, eBay listens. Polo Ralph Lauren, not in the best condition. See how it's wearing off, but this is a performance. So it has your pony and it's got the stretch. These always sell a little bit better, but because it had that little flaw, I priced it down cheaper. Sold for $19.80. That was a Nifty sale. Nifty sent out an offer and someone got it. XSL does measure 3 inches smaller in the midsection than 2XL. There you go. So Ralph Black, you know how sometimes almost all Ralph Lauren shirts will say XXL. The only time you see a 2 usually is when it's a 2XB. So all Ralph Lauren shirts are mostly XXL. But there you go. There's some info for y'all. Good morning, Boogie. What's up, Boogie? Am I good? Am I clean? Yes, sir. Going to eBay Live in Vegas. I think I might be. I think I might. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. eBay Live in Vegas. It used to be the eBay was in Vegas for years and years and years before COVID. And I always wanted to go, but as a teacher, I couldn't go. It was during teaching times, all that sort of stuff. Now I could go. Let's go. I love Vegas. I love Vegas so much. Polo Ralph Lauren, one of these. I'm not a gambler, but I love Vegas. I talked about this before, like the nicest restaurants, the nicest hotels, the nicest pools, the clubs, the nightlife. Like, it's just, I love people watching there. I love watching people gamble because it's like, oh my God, that's $1,000. That's $1,000 he's putting on red. Oh, which to them, they're like, it's like $3 to us. All right, that sold. Ivan, hopefully. Ivan got it. Okay. Yeah, we'll see. How long were you a teacher for? And were you doing well with reselling as a side hustle when you taught? I'm a college student. What's up, college student? Going into teaching and was wondering. Ethan. What's up, Ethan? Going to college for education. Yeah, so Ethan, I started teaching in 2009. And I taught all the way till 2021 or 2022, I think. And yeah, I resold clothing starting in 2016. I resold hard goods and stuff before that. But I transferred to just pretty much clothing in 2016 because I can source it so much. And from 2016 to about 2019 or 18, it took me about 2 years to match my teacher pay while doing it as a side hustle. So I would thrift on my way home from work every day because we got to get out at 3:20. I thrift on my way home from work every single day. And then at night, I'd list. And yeah, I matched my teacher pay after about 3 years. So it's really good side hustle. If you can live a normal life with your teacher pay, and then you can make this extra money, like for me, I love vacationing. Love vacationing. That's my thing. My wife and I love vacationing. Paid for vacations, paid off like my wife's car we bought with cash, which was great before kids. And actually with our son being little. And then like house, it made a world of difference having that side hustle. I picked up a Victorinox polo at the thrift. I know it's expensive luggage. Thought I would try it out for $5. Does anyone have any experience? Yeah, so I pass up on Victorinox. I see it often, Dora. Doesn't bring a whole lot of money. Hopefully you have success with it, but if you look up sold comps, the comps, there's not a whole lot there. And paying $5 for it, I pass on those. Just speaking the truth. Speaking of keywords, is there a good one out there to use in the titles to describe style? Is there a good list? Yeah, so I know Nice Comps, Stacy. Nice Comps, she's on YouTube. She's on Instagram, and I don't know if she's on Facebook, I think. But she just came out with a list of keywords. I don't think she's charging much for it, but it's just a huge list of keywords in different categories. So Nice Comps, NICECOMPS, Nice Comps. Look for that. And yeah, I think it's just a downloadable one. But yeah, that's I just know I watch her and she's a reseller, and I know she's been working on that and she came out with it recently. I'd go if it's back in Vegas. I always wanted to go pre-COVID. See, me too, Oliver. Me too, Oliver, not Olivia. Oliver. I know. I want to. 2 of these Peter Millar button shirts. I talk about I don't pick these up very often, but this one had a cool pattern on it. I know the color is not great. You can't see very well, but just a Peter Millar. Is it cotton blend? I don't know. It's not stretchy, so I think it's mostly cotton. Sold for $20.70. Another nifty sale. Nifty sale on offer, sold for $20.70. Let's meet in Vegas. The eBay opening is happening on my birthday. I want to go to Vegas. I'm all about Vegas. baby. I'm all about it. Yeah, I want to go. I'm trying to pay my car note and my 49ers season tickets. Goal. You'll get there. I'm telling you. It's one thing, at least for me, it's that immediate gratification for the most part. You go to the thrift, like yesterday. I went to the thrift. I bought that Kobe shirt and I bought some Kobe shoes. Both of them for about $12 total. If I really wanted to, I could sell the shirt probably overnight for 50 and the shoes overnight for 100, 50 or 100 if I wanted to, like real quick money. And that pays for like, whatever. But yeah, that's my goals. I don't like having debt, so side incomes help debt. So yeah, my Tesla's not paid off. This is the first car I've had that I've had a multi-year payment on. I'm not happy about it. But that car just makes so much sense for my job. I get a lot of deductions and things like that with my job because I can charge it at home, which is my office. Thanks, appreciate that. Trying to figure out how to mix that with the teaching job. Yeah, for sure. You'll be able to do it. I know teaching's a lot, but don't let it consume you. I mean, it's hard not to because you really like to be there for the kids. But like my wife, she's still teaching. So 17, 18 years. She used to bring home stuff every night and work on every night. She doesn't bring home anything anymore. She's just figured out her process where she doesn't have to. And she teaches 5th grade. She's a great teacher. Pacers winning tonight up 2-0. You know it. You know the Pacers are winning tonight. I truly think the Pacers are going to win tonight. I could see them win the next 2 games. At least one of them. We just have to win one of the next 2 games. I just talked about these. If you watched my haul video from last week, these are Polo Ralph Lauren. I think I just talked about these. Pants, just khaki shorts. These sell for me quickly. $21.99 via promoted listing. Just a quick little sale. $3.99 into $21.99. You said to wait, the sales would happen 2 days, Poshmark the next day. 2 days on Poshmark and the next day. Let's go, Nick. Yeah, it will happen. The sales will come at, listen, how long? It was 3 weeks out of 3 weeks streak on Mercari without a sale. And then in the past week, I think I've had, I don't know how many sales I've had, but $100. So enough to pay for my $90 Nifty because I have the $90 plan. So enough to pay for that. So yeah, they'll come. They'll come. Some resellers had Teslas. So I bought my Tesla. I've always liked Teslas. And I bought it. Mine's a performance. I've always been into cars. I mean, obviously, I have all these cars right here. And the Tesla, I had an S2000, and then I got the Tesla. And the Tesla is so fast. It's a performance, and I like fast. Love the Tesla. And so I got rid of the S2000 and put that towards the Tesla. And yeah, I love the Tesla. So the reason I have it, it's great for what I do. I live in the Indianapolis area. So if I wanted to, I can go from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. and hit tons of Goodwills in a hurry and still not hit all of them. So I can hit the whole town on my Tesla on my thrifting days, be home, and then charge it at night at my house. So with my Tesla, I get to write off my mileage towards my business, and I get to write off part of my electricity bill because of my business being out of my house. So there are a couple perks in that. And with my Tesla, the only thing I've ever had to do to it, has like 40-something thousand miles, change the tires and put in windshield wiper fluid. If you ever get Purple Label Ralph Lauren, yes. So if you watch my live, CK, if you watch my live from a Wednesday night on YouTube, I had a Purple Label that I shipped out. Yep, for the write-off. How do you put multi-photos in your thumbnail? It looks really good. I would like to try that. Thanks. Frankie, it's top secret. I can't give away all my top secret advice. Just kidding. So let's do that. Let's look. So yesterday I used the app that I do it to do suits. So here's an example of a Brooks Brothers suit. See if I can get you good. There you go. Kind of good. Brooks Brothers suit. Dang it. I wonder if I turn this down, it will help. Yeah, there you go. Brooks Brothers suit. So the question is, how do I get multi pictures like that? There's an app I use called PicStitch. It looks like that right there, PicStitch. And I use the free version. So I just do it in batches where if I listed or I took pictures of 10 suits, I'll do 10 of those photos. So for example, like you can see I have 6 left that I have to list. I listed 3 Peter Millar yesterday. But PicStitch, I use the free version and I just have to watch the commercials. Yeah, I like to use it. It's good. Found it a while ago. I've been doing that for years now. Another one of these Peter Millar short sleeve shirts with the print. This one sold for $22.99. Not nifty, not promoted. Full asking price. Let's go. Just got a new Hyundai Kona. Love it. Let's go. Is that a hybrid or a electric? I can tell you this. I've had 2 Priuses before. I've had lots of cars. And I loved my Prius. I love my Priuses. The hybrid's great. If I did not live where I live, if I had to travel farther, I wouldn't have a Tesla. But because of my job and where I live, it's just a perfect car for me. This is another one of those Polo Ralph Lauren's. Paid 10, sold them for 30. You guys know. But yeah, that Peter Millar was cotton. Again, short sleeve button shirt with patterns. I'm going to pick that up. If it's a long sleeve cotton shirt, I normally don't pick those up. They don't sell that well for me. Idris. Going out. Hybrid. Okay. Yep, I like hybrids. Every car should be a hybrid. I really like the new Land Cruiser by Toyota and the new GX by Lexus. They're the same car. They're just, Lexus version Toyota. They're on the same chassis and everything. These are Patagonia. I'm just saying it should be hybrid. They're like 18 miles per gallon still. Patagonia shorts. These used to be like a $30 pair of shorts when I first started reselling. You didn't find a ton of Patagonia out there. These sold for $21.99 via promoted listings. What are you pricing basic Peter Millar summer comfort at? Let me show you, Oliver. Let me show you what I did this morning. I actually listed one yesterday. So here's my Peter Millar bin. I know you guys are like, that's crazy, but this is what I did this morning. I took pictures of all of these Peter Millar with stripes, right? And these will all, if they have a little logo on them like this is going to be like a $21.99 Peter Millar. But if it doesn't have any logos, if it's like this and no logos, I'm going to list that $24.99. And I don't even have any cool pattern ones. The pattern ones, sometimes I'll sell those for $30 in used condition. So right around that like $20 to $25 mark. Promoted, and I let Nifty send out offers too. Next item is a pair of Under Armour match play shorts. Literally, if you guys watch me, it's like deja vu because I sell these every time we go live. $19.99. You used to sell them for $23.99. They weren't selling. I dropped them down to $19.99. I pay $3.99 for them most of the time, sometimes $5.99, and they sell quick. So I'll do that all day. I listed that and sold within just a couple days. The Lululemon app, though, you're a true fab. The app, I don't know that app. Or just the app? I love Lulu. That's what you're talking about. What you talking about, Can? What you talking about? Here you go. Frank, if you had an Android, you could do it. No other app. Oh, there you go. Okay, you guys are talking about doing the app stuff. You guys can read that. You're welcome, Oliver. Do items with embroideries like the Peter Millar sell slower? Yeah. So, Ethan, if you pick up the embroidered Peter Millar like those and they're local golf courses, you usually get a little less money. You do get a little less money if it didn't have any logos. If you have no logos on it, you get a little more. Now, if you have a really popular logo, like a Masters golf course, a Pinehurst, a golden goat, any of those, Scotty Cameron, those go for more. But for the most part, you're going to find ones with logos. Those are local golf courses, city, state golf courses, and they usually sell for a few bucks less. I don't normally put the golf course name in the title if it's a local course. These are Levi's, new with tags. The size is a 29, 30, 32. Not the best size, but new with tags for $7.99. J. Crew, I'm always going to pick those up. They sold for $29.70. That's another nifty sale. Nifty, lots of nifty sales today. Do items with what's up from Nashville? What's up, MJG? What's up, MJG from Nashville? Is it pretty down in Nashville like it is up here? My in-laws live an hour away from Nashville. Brother-in-law, sister-in-law, and they're coming up to Indy tonight. So that's fun. That'll be fun. That Pacer game. All right, Sunday Swagger, a brand I don't see very often. It's one of these sport or golf brands that are out, and it's going to be in and out pretty quickly. So Sunday Swagger, Pins and Aces, Black Clover, these kind of sub brands. This is what it is right there. Sunday Swagger, all over print pineapple. Again, Kayway was trying to get this shirt from me. He really liked the upside down pineapples. I'm not sure why, but this sold for $15.30. Another nifty sale. Whenever I say how much something sold, it's a weird number like $15.30. Just know that that's a nifty sitting out offer sale. There you go. Thanks for the share. Worked like a charm. There you go, Danny. You guys are all talking to each other. Boom. Let's make sure it's going to the right person. Anthony. Okay. Next item. Love picking these up. This one sold via promoted listings. So this is a good example. Ralph Lauren. This is Polo Ralph Lauren. This is Polo Ralph Lauren right here. If it has that little polo right there, it's going to be Polo Ralph Lauren. Polo Ralph Lauren. You're not going to see that polo on Purple Label. You're not going to see that polo on RLX, I don't think. But I still put like Ralph Lauren Polo RLX on that. But yeah, anyways, that's Polo Ralph Lauren. $21.99, just a striped white and red shirt. That's it. The mall brands of the golf world. Yes, Boogie, that's a good way to put it. The mall brands of the golf world. Sunday Swagger, Pins and Aces. I'm trying to think of more like that. Not Grayson, not G4, not Peter Millar. These like ones I think you have to order online. Stuff like that. Next item is a pair of Chubbies. Chubbies sold via promoted listing. Pair of Chubbies for $16.99. So today you can see we sold 2 pair of swim trunks. So if you have swim trunks sitting around in your money piles, get that stuff listed right now. Sold 2 pair. I'm looking down here at my swim trunk totes. I'm thinking maybe I need to look through there, make sure they're all listed in case eBay accidentally delisted. That is one tote. These new with tag. Look at these. New with tag Polo Ralph Lauren shorts, and they're all big. Oh, that's an XLT. This one is a large. These should be selling. I need to make sure these are XLT. 2 XLT and a large. They either need to sell quickly or need to drop the price. All right. 29 plus ship or no ship? Yeah. So good question, Jocelyn. Everything I do, anytime you watch me, is the buyer pays shipping. So $21.99 plus ship. So buyer pays shipping on that. They paid $6.30. I probably paid like $5.10 or $5.20 for the label because I get the discount through eBay. This is my one Mercari sale. It sold for $35. I bought it for $5. It's a more vintage champion tag. And it is the crew neck champions do well, especially if you find a decent college that people know about. This is Berkeley. So Berkeley crew neck sweater, sold it for $35 sweatshirt. Had it for a little while, and I was fine getting rid of it for $35. I'm good with that. And this is actually going out FedEx for some reason on Mercari. Sometimes it goes FedEx or UPS or whatever. Bad Birdie is another. Yeah, Bad Birdie kind of is. They sell that at like Dick's and stuff, but I'm totally seeing it flooded now. And yeah, it's another. I would agree. I would agree with you. I'm having my first one-out show on May 30th at 7 p.m. I'm hoping to sell some of my Ralph Lauren Polo, Ralph Lauren shirts. Danny, let's just highlight that so people know. Danny, put your whatnot name in the chat. People want to get some deals. Would you pick up Birdie Bound? It's like a knockoff Bad Birdie, but they're pretty nice. I think they're sold at Walmart though. Cam, only if the comps are good. Like if the selling prices are worth it to me, that's it. I'll pick up Birdie Bound, Birdie Round, whatever it is, Bad Birdie, any of them. As long as the comps are good, they sell often for $25. I'm buying for $5. I'll pick them up. But if those things are selling for $13, I'm not buying them. Do you find items sell faster with free shipping? I don't know. That's a good question. That's like the $1 million question, $1 million shipping question. Do you offer free? Do you offer flat rate, or do you offer calculated shipping? I price my stuff low and have buyer pay calculated shipping. It's one of those things you can toy with. You know, you could do free ship for a while. You could do calculated shipping, all that sort of thing. I've trouble selling Ralph Lauren for 16 plus ship. How are you getting 22 plus ship? Ethan, patience, I think, and pictures. Promoting, patience, pictures, promoting, having nifty, all those different things. So like that sold via promoted listing for $21.99. And yeah, the pictures are important and they don't sell right. I just list them often, so I get sales often, pretty much. Shameless plug, whatnot handle. It's not shameless. I could sit here and talk about shameless plug, whatever. It's not shameless. We're all coworkers, you know? Okay, 2 Depop sales. That one I picked out earlier, we printed off the label. Tour Performance Nike Tour Performance shorts. I buy these for $3.99. They sell for like $18 for me. If I can find them again, I just make sure they don't have like much wear on them. It's one of my best sellers. I like to get a little more. The Polo Ralph Lauren is one of your best sellers. Yeah. Where do you print your shipping label? It's on Nifty or eBay? eBay, Joseph. I print my shipping label off eBay. So Nifty, you don't print your labels off there from the you go straight to the platforms to print your labels. Some people use pirate ship. I don't. I just go to the platform, print the label, slap it on, good to go. This is an Untuck It. I just showed this like the other week on live just because it was like right here. This sold for $19.80. That was another Nifty sale. And you hear me talking about Nifty a whole bunch, you guys. That's my cross lister, my automation tool, all that sort of stuff. So you guys, if you guys are new here, you hear me keep on saying this during this live. I haven't really mentioned it or talked about it much, but this is what I do for cross listing. So this is where I cross list all my inventory. So if I want, I list everything on eBay. I cross list it over to the other platforms. So I just hit that. It's cross listed now over to Poshmark. And I do the same thing for Depop, Mercari. And then when the item sells, it will detect it and delist it. Like all these items sold, they detect it and delist it. And that has your dashboard, so it does all your sharing, your offers. When I say Nifty selling offer, that's what it does, automation. Your analytics, keeps track of your spreadsheet and all that sort of stuff, and your insights, tell you what platforms are doing best and all that sort of thing. So that is what Nifty is. I keep talking about it. That's what it is. If you want to give it a free trial like we talked about earlier, I'll put a link down here in the description, but also you can go to just surfsupfinds.com and click on my link and you can get a free trial, and a discount on your first month. It helps you and it helps me. Ironing and listing while watching. What the freaking heck? Ironing? Who irons? Who irons? Good for you, though. Good for you. I don't even know. I'd burn myself. Never ironed a thing in my life. Here, I've ironed stuff on a cruise ship before. Hello from Mississippi. What's up, Mississippi? What's up, Mississippi? Yeah, that sold. So this sold for $19.80. Buyer pays shipping. I paid $4.99 for it. Untucked shirts, I'm only buying short sleeve patterns, and then anything with a good material like linen, cotton, spandex, not cotton, but spandex, polyester, stuff like that. I'm buying those untuckeds. What's up, Buckies? What's up, Buckies? Do you go to the Goodwill bins? Laura asks. I don't. I go maybe once every 3 months. I don't go to the bins. I had to go back to work to help build some additional capital to build my eBay business. Thanks for all the live streams. They help. You're welcome. Love doing them. Love doing them. So reselling, when you're doing it full time, it can be, I don't mind. I've always been able to go to a movie by myself. I could go to lunch and set a table by myself. I don't care. I entertain myself. But definitely reselling, it's good to have a community and be able to talk to people. Thank you in the chat. Would appreciate the bookmarks. Here you go for the show. I have a pair of jeans with an American Eagle Gucci label on the backside waist. Do you know if they worked together? I wish I could upload a picture. Paul, I don't think so. Chat, what do you think? I've never seen or heard of American Eagle and Gucci. I feel like Gucci would be like, we ain't doing anything with American Eagle. But yeah, I would probably say no. I would look online. If you can't find anything American Eagle and Gucci, then most likely it never happened. If they did do a collab, you'd probably be able to find those items on there. Couple Poshmark sales for ya. Good morning, Caroline. Tip, I'm picking up Blu-ray players at thrift yard sales for $9 and selling them on Marketplace for $30 up. Ooh, local? I would love to do that local. Okay. I would love to do that. I just don't want to test stuff. I don't like testing electronics and all that stuff. But there you go, people. Blu-ray players. Who would have thought? Why? You can just download it, but Blu-ray players, there you go. People keep asking me about polo shorts on Facebook Marketplace. Short sleeve keep disappearing. I don't know. Polo shirts. Short sleeve keep disappearing. I'm not sure. Steam iron. Easier. Okay, steam iron's easier. Nifty is the best employee you will have. It works 24/7 and you will never have to worry about it. Talking back to you while rolling your eyes. There you go. Yeah, I feel like my kids will be that employee someday. But Sophia knows. Sophia's always positive and talking about it. I agree. Cheers to that. You can always just talk to ChatGPT if you need a friend. Right? Hold on. What's that commercial I keep seeing? I think it's for Android or something, or Pixel, where you're like talking. It's like someone you talk to. Have you ever seen the movie? I think it's called Her. Joaquin Phoenix, where he like talks to pretty much AI jet, and he like has a relationship with her. It's nobody. Yeah, that's where we're going. One of those Polo Ralph Laurens. You guys know the deal. This is going to go out in one of these Tyvek envelopes. I need to change my auto posture app name to Nifty. Which was auto updated. Yeah, it's easy. I just did a short on that the other day, how to do it. So King, go to my shorts on YouTube and you'll see I put in there how to change it to an app. So if you forget, and it'll just change it to Nifty again. Yeah, I think that would be fake or a modification from the previous owner for sure. I agree, Danny. I watch Chris at Peak's videos on his listing process. He types everything into spreadsheets to start. I feel like that's not necessary using Nifty. Yeah, so everyone does things differently. People who have known me for a long time, probably not a lot of you, know like I'm not taking time to do any. I will cut corners as long as it doesn't hurt my sales. It's like I'm not sending out thank you notes. I'm not putting thank you stickers on there. You see me folding stuff. I just literally fold, throw it in the bag, all that sort of stuff. I've never had an issue. My sales are fine. Yeah, I don't put any SKUs in. I don't do any of that. Nifty has all that. Basically, Nifty, you just have to put in your buy cost for me. I was just saying they express interest in their polos and then they don't follow through. It's so annoying. Oh yeah. That's Facebook Marketplace. We have a name for that around here. We call them Facebook Flakes. Facebook Flakes. That's what we call them. People that inquire about different things and then flake out all the time. Facebook Flakes. So whenever I list something on Facebook and I have a lot of interest, I always say first come, first serve cash. So can I come get it tomorrow? If it's still available, first come, first serve. Yeah, but if you just told it, I promise. Nope, I've heard that a million times. I'm sorry, first come, first serve. So this is a Levi's. This would have gone for more money, but it's missing its tab. So there's Levi's. Its tab was cut off or something. I forget where. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, it doesn't have a tab on it. I think it would have gone for more money, but it sold for $72 on Poshmark. Good sale. I had it listed for $79.99. Someone offered me $72. Done. All day. All day. What's in the, is there something in the pocket? Ooh, is that money? What is that? I found Chico today. That is worth celebrating. You need to do something to celebrate that. What is it? Oh, it felt like money. Oh, dang. Let's see. What is this? It smells old. It's a picture of Valparaiso. It's a map of Valparaiso, Indiana. So this is a vintage shirt. Someone was like, all right, how do I get to these places? It was in the front pocket. How about that? Too bad it wasn't money. It would have been one of those old looking bills. All right, nothing in the other pocket. Hoping. Nice find on the Jinkos, though. I have first come, first serve cash on Facebook. Yep, you do it too. But yeah, we get a lot of flakes. You know that. Putting this in a Tyvek envelope too. Again, I'm always looking for vintage Levi's. One of the best sellers out there. Vintage Levi's, especially if you find it in something that's a little more unique, like that jacket. Sells for decent money. Sells for decent money. Piece of tape on there. Again, I got these free from the post office. These little, and I was going to use these as my tape, but they just take too long. They're bothersome to me. This take too long to like peel off and put on and all that stuff. So I don't even mess with those anymore. I just rather tape it. I kind of like how Chris at Peak does it. He puts his eBay title on his spreadsheet and then copies and pastes it on eBay. So it saves him time. There you guys go. So that's how Chris at Peak does it. Sophia is telling everybody. Yeah, everybody does things different. Like the way I store stuff is different. Chris at Peak does the bin system, and K-Way does the numeric system, and Tech and Sports used to do like a whole different system. Yeah, so there's just so many ways of doing things, which is nice. You don't have to do the same thing every time. But that's everything, guys. Not a lot on this Friday. Less than an hour, so you didn't have to hear my voice for an hour. Go Pacers. Hopefully you guys have good sales over the weekend. Get stuff listed. Happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there, grandmothers. If you're not a mother, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. Happy Mother's Day to whoever. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. Have a great weekend. Always, if you have any questions, just hit me up on IG or in the comments or whatever, and I'll